Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, I saw that person come in here. Now, where the hell did they go? Hello? Okay. Nope, not there. Are you in this chest? No, that's just a lot of junk. Okay, if I were a shadow person, ninja thing, where would I hide stuff? Okay, you know what? What? Anything in here? Nope. Okay, in here. No. Ah? Nope. Aha! I found a thing. Wait a minute. To me. Alright. This is totally not suspicious at all. Hmm. Dang it, Fry! Already breaking character. There's totally not a pressed right now. Okay, I'm going back into it. Hello, Pry. I'm trying to act. uh. Okay. This is totally not a disaster. You know what? I'm gonna sit right here. Totally gonna ignore that fourth wall break. Okay, so to Dragon. Hey, Dragon. I read you became the new Maya Knight. Okay, this is going to a great start. That's so cool. I know you'll be amazing at the job. Remember when I was a kid when I drew on Meanie Runic? Oh, oh no. This is from the shorty. Oh no. I'm not looking forward to this. That was a good day, a messed up day, but good. Things have gotten. Damn it, monster.
Monster.
Okay, come back into it. I'm sorry. Things have gotten bad recently. There's a war going on, no order. Everything is just chaos. Senseless killing. Isn't that the usual of situations? A few weeks ago, I had to kill someone. Oh, that is not a pleasant mental image of this innocent child. It was scary. Things were easier when I was a kid. There was good and bad, but it made sense. I hope you are doing well. I guess I miss talking to my friends. Hey Dragon, if we do meet again, I'd love to know what being the goddess of order is like. Your friend, Little Cow. 3 2031. Oh, so wait, March. Okay. Oh, no more pages. Okay. Now, if those were in there when I didn't. So,
Shit.
about that goddess of order thing. I'm technically not a god anymore.
What?
Yeah, no, this is a recent development. I'm basically order itself. Long story short.
Huh.
I
That's not
basically
cool.
have the power to revoke Maya Knight's license. There we go. I had a feeling you were who I thought it was.
You
It
got
was
me.
pretty. Yep.
You got me. Ah!
It's blank. Oh, there is definitely not a monster here. Dang it.
Uh, maybe
Uh,
we should go somewhere private. I have a
yeah,
place.
yeah. No, let's go.
I
I'm
mean,
sure the technologist is handling whatever existential crisis he has
yeah,
about the future.
yeah. And
Honestly, you're really bad at keeping that
uh,
on the down low where you're from, kiddo.
uh, I
Like
know.
it was pretty obvious from the start.
Mm, I know. It's everything just got so messed up and so confusing, and I don't really know how to
Mm.
explain it that well.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
Ah!
Damn it, monster! Alright, you can TP to me. Your stuff's right here.
Yeah, okay.
Monster, not cool. Not cool, dude. Yeah, no, it was just bad timing with it.
Oh, he is a weirdo.
Yeah, technologist has his ways.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry
know.
about it.
I know. I've met him before. I don't like him too
Yeah,
much, but
he's probably gonna be way worse now that he's seeing this future. Like
yeah.
there's no guarantee with those science types.
Yeah, no, I've seen him before, and he didn't see me, but I saw him. I've seen him before,
Yeah.
and I just don't like it.
You know what?
So
That's fair. Nobody really likes him that much.
yeah, especially with all that
Especially
scanning I've been hearing he's been doing. Ugh.
well, he is trying to seek to understand us, and that is a bad idea usually.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, this is new. Oh. Now, did you see that little forest back there?
Yeah, I saw.
That's where I live.
Ah.
I'm sorry. Just when that night when you were with Starlight, oh, I don't know. I was just so scared all at the same time and
Mm.
confused.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure why I teleported into you. I think it's because of the like I don't know how my teleport works. It's like it probably sensed you were familiar, and my god
Yeah.
powers just went whoop, little child, time to teleport into them.
Ah, fudge. The stairs, and I still
Ah
fail.
yes, ah yes, the ninja fails at parkour.
I'm decent, but eh.
So anyway, so you're from the future and everything's gone to heck.
Pretty much, yeah. It's not pleasant, I'll say it like that.
Mm.
It's not a future I really want to go back to.
That's fair, but if you are a time traveler, technically you'd have to eventually in order to keep the timeline
Screw the timeline.
straight.
But
You know what?
yeah,
Fair. Same sentiment, but at the same time, we've already screwed with the timeline enough. We I wouldn't want you making the same mistake we do.
yeah, fair enough. I
As you
I I've
as you
read
remember, we're walking disasters with the timeline.
I've down here.
All right? Yo.
It's a little
Okay, this is
piece.
actually really nice.
Yeah, it's a little place I found. So, and I've been avoiding Kalina on purpose, because
Yeah, no, if she knew you were out and about, she'd probably be massively concerned.
yeah. Plus, she swore to kill me when I saw her dye her hair blue.
Oh wait, you're the reason her hair is blue now?
No, I probably. I don't know.
Probably. Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, the blue hair thing is new. I know we have like our memory issues. Apparently, I'm a secret ops agent. I don't
Really?
know, man. Like, shorty. Oh, I guess not so short. Wait, how tall are you now? Wait, you're almost my height. Ah, man. No, I'm supposed to be the tall one. Dang it.
I'm still shorter than you. I really am.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And I thought the I'm band would have given me away. You okay?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just remembering. Like, I figured it was you were either Little Cow or another version
Yeah.
at this point, because time travel's
Mhm.
bitch.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't. Ironically, it wasn't that. I didn't see that when I first saw you. It was the hair.
Yeah.
It like no amount of pink highlights are gonna hide that fact.
Yeah. Actually, it's not highlight. It's dye. It just I dyed my hair out of rebellion,
Mm.
war, and mom left not a few years after I got back home, and
Oh, that's.
and the
Mm.
gods apparently abandoned me as well. So I'm not a huge
Okay,
fan of them.
mm, so technically, I might have got yoinked by the gods,
Mm,
being Force of Order, if that's the case. Because if I was an agent for 3 years and I don't remember it right now, then
yeah,
something might have happened and I probably got called up by Tiger
yeah.
or God Force thing. Because apparently I'm just embodiment of order itself. I don't know. This is honestly confusing for me. It's probably why I have anger management now. Don't be like me.
Oh no, I had an anger outburst earlier. You saw me. I don't like people going to where
Mm.
I came from.
Like, I think I
It's
knew it was you from the moment I first saw you.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I even slapped Nathan around a few times.
Eh.
He's a good guy, just I don't know.
Yeah, he's a mixture of confrontational and I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
That dude, which is fair. We get into a lot. He doesn't want to get involved with that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Like, I swear we're not this jaded. Like, we used to not be this jaded, but we are very much this jaded with all the memory shenanigans.
Yeah.
Especially me. Like, I'm probably a step away from villainy. Like, if you come
Yeah.
back to the future and I'm like ruling the world with an iron fist, I
Nah.
apologize.
Nah, you're not. At least not from my timeline. Then again, I really haven't seen y'all since I left.
Yeah,
So,
I would imagine we probably got into some deep
yeah,
trouble if the future ended up in dust.
it did.
And I
It's,
guess we're getting blamed for that, because from that
yeah,
dude.
it's not even fair, honestly.
Like, I don't blame the guy. We do tend to end the world almost in trying to stop gods and stuff. Because
Yeah.
we're usually dragged along.
Hmm.
Like, that's the half of our heroism. We just get dragged by the ear into things, and
Yeah.
somehow we manage to make it out.
Yeah, I've
Just pure
noticed
dumb
that.
luck.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I apologize if you looked up to us as heroes.
You are
We
though.
are not. We are not heroes, sweetheart.
Mm. Ah, ow. Low
Ah,
ceiling.
low ceiling. Ah, now you get tall people problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Something
know.
I'll never experience.
Well, the booster seat too. So
Mm.
of course, I was hitting my head on the tree.
So, what's your plans with being here? Cause like,
I don't really have any. I
mm,
I just I really
You just
miss
showed up
y'all.
one day and we were
Hmm.
just here.
Yeah, pretty
Mm.
much. And I've been watching y'all for a while, and
Yeah.
it feels good to be around. It feels good to be around y'all. It does, at least to me.
Mm.
Because when there's nothing but war and death and everything else, it's.
Our shenanigans must feel like a fresh breath of air.
Yeah, it really does, actually. I feel like I'm home though,
Mm.
even though I know I shouldn't be here, but I don't care. I want to stay. Cause here's where replica is.
Yeah, Replica, I'm not even sure with his situation, to
Yeah,
be perfectly honest.
yeah. Even
Like,
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what happened in those 3 years. Like, all I know for sure is we got involved in stuff. Apparently, there's an evil priest. Don't question it. It's just with us, we shouldn't question everything anymore. With the amount of shenanigans we get into,
Fair, fair.
but like essentially, it's evil. Okay, excuse me, evil equivalent of all of the bad guys we faced, and
Yeah,
probably you, because you were only around for a short while.
yeah.
And the middle
Uh,
guy, apparently he's the killer.
uh.
But ah,
Did I forget it's closed up here? No, it's closed.
okay, that was weird.
And yet I got another block of diamond.
Just random diamond falling from
Okay.
the sky. Again, this is another of the things we don't question. This is another lesson if you want to be like us. But please don't be like us. Rule number one, don't be like us. Rule number two, don't question the weird stuff that happens around us. It'll only hurt your brain more.
Well, knowing five gods, that's a headache enough. Like when I got back
Eh.
home, I literally fell onto Dianite and I held onto his horns for dear life. He was pissed. It was so fun though,
That's good.
cause it really was just me and mom back then, and
Mm,
now she's gone. I don't really have anyone. I'm just kind of here alone.
mm.
So, kind of.
Honestly, if I could, I would try to make you stay, but like, I don't know the extent of what I can do.
Mhm.
I'm just a big old mystery of order.
You're awesome too.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I was a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, but you're fun too.
Mm.
Like, I can see you going head to head with anyone. And if you wanted to be scary, you could.
Ah, that is the blessing and curse of being me. I could easily snap and just ruin stuff.
What the hell?
And another.
Yellow concrete that's black. What the
Fake
hell?
sushi.
I think we have a technologist. I think we have a spy in here.
Most likely.
Hi.
don't don't question it.
Mm,
Oh, like oh, horribly designed blowtorch. Oh wait, I think in the texture pack this probably looks like sushi. Hold on,
it's
I'm gonna
chicken.
test. It's chicken. I'm gonna test. Waiting for texture pack. Okay, yeah, no, there's just hilariously named.
Yeah. Fake sushi? Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, no, I tested with the technologist texture pack. It's they don't have models. I'm a
Uh,
little disappointed by this technologist. You should make fake sushi now.
yeah, and now we want sushi. What sushi?
Ah? Okay, so it's a food from a place called Japan. It's basic in it's a little roll of seaweed wrapped around some rice and raw fish. Oh,
That sounds yummy.
oh, oh, rice with raw fish with seaweed wrapped around it.
That just
I
sounds
got
really yummy.
corrected by the person from beyond, also known as Mother.
Yeah. Oh, I've never had it before, so it sounds weird to me.
It
It
wasn't
sounds
bad
good
from
though.
yeah, it wasn't bad from where I came from.
Yeah, I honestly I don't even know where I came from. I just
Eh,
remember fire and everything
mm,
from from when I was like 5.
yeah.
So, and yet and here I am, 17 years old, and and yet there's still fire around me.
You know that's kind of a thing with you and people like Cal.
Yeah,
Fire tends to follow you guys a lot.
yeah. What the pumpkin pie? I'm not kidding. Okay, this place might be haunted. It's my favorite place to be.
It's
Yeah.
okay. No, it's okay. I'm sure it probably will stop once,
I hope so.
probably later. I doubt it's haunted.
Yeah, I remember Cal saying she was being haunted once, and the entire floor would fall from under her.
Well, there is this really weird pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, like you know around the end with all the other pumpkins.
Yeah.
Like there's this one really weird one that gives me bad vibes.
Huh.
Like something about it just makes me want to poke it, and I feel like it will explode. That is karma, sir. That is what's called karma. Alright, I
Just
think I can show you. Oh,
yeah.
glitch. This isn't a glitch torch. I know what glitches look like. This ain't no glitch.
What the hell?
Mysterious ghost.
Yeah, let's go see us pumpkin. I saw,
Yeah, it's like
go ahead.
yeah, it's like the scary, very nice built pumpkins.
Yeah,
But like, there's this one that stands out, and like, there's something weird about it. I don't like. I feel like if I poke it, it's gonna explode.
fair
You know?
enough. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put on my armor because I have feather falling.
Okay.
Eat.
Yeah, I'm still a little ninja from here to time. Like, I'm sorry. Did you just see me hit that creeper midair?
Oh yeah, no, I caught its head. Like you cut that clean off. That's mildly impressive.
Yeah. Just do me a favor, dragon. Don't
Yeah.
tell them it's me because I only
If
Replica
they,
knows.
I would imagine he knows.
Yeah,
You were so attached to him, even when we didn't like him.
yeah, he's still a hero, okay? At least
That's
to
fair.
me. At least to
Yeah,
me.
no, that's fair. I don't want to ruin that for you.
Yeah. Hit the pumpkins.
All right, do you see the one like right there, like the big one?
They're all kind of big.
No, no, this one.
Oh,
Oh, great, there's stuff growing out of it.
what the?
This wasn't here when I last saw it. Yeah, so this is the pumpkin. It wasn't like this when I last saw it. I probably would recommend not going near it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's
It,
dying.
yeah, that looks so weird. Yeah, I agree. I'm getting some bad vibes from it. Like,
Like, I'm tempted to touch it, but I don't know what's gonna happen if I do.
fair.
Like, I should probably get a stick. Oh, wait, I have bone. I can just poke it with this. Okay, I poked it. Okay, it's not exploding. I think we're good.
Yeah,
We're probably not gonna touch it.
yeah, definitely. I hear technologist. The technologist is here. Oh boy.
Yep, it, it's fine. Don't shoot the cats. But yeah, no, that's just a really weird pumpkin. I think Cal built it. I
That's
should
weird.
probably talk to her about it.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. Cause she be acting weird. Even she be acting really weird. Like she be getting out in the middle of the night, and she don't come back until morning.
Ah, that's not suspicious at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm totally gonna break open that pumpkin to see what's going on.
Yeah, that looks so weird. There's also one by her house that kind of look like that.
Wait, there's one by your house.
Yeah,
Oh, great,
but
it's spreading. Whatever this is, it's spreading.
I can see the inside of it. So
Mm.
yeah, no, these are really cool though.
Oh yeah,
They're
no.
spooky.
Oh yeah, no. Whoever made these are. That's really cool.
Yeah, but no, unfortunately, just the killing. I'm still me, but it's
Yeah, you grew up a bit in an
yeah,
unfortunate environment.
yeah. You kind of have to
I
kill
should
to
probably put
survive.
your book back for others to read.
It's up to you
Mm.
because I wrote those in the future, like well, my past. Time travel so. Ugh.
Yeah, no. You get used to it. We're technically in the past of Odin's set and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
that's part
cool.
of why we had our memories wiped
That's
by the
cool.
middleman.
Yeah,
It's not cool.
yeah. No, this middleman definitely sounds suspicious.
Oh yeah, no, he's a minion of this evil priest. I can't. Apparently, we're not allowed to say his proper title, or
Hmm?
else it'll be summoned like a demonic eldritch thing.
Ugh.
He hates my guts because probably with what I represent, because
Oh,
he's
oh shoot.
essentially all the chaotic stuff. There we go.
Yeah, he really should stay out of my past. Oh,
Uh,
what? I don't mind slapping him silly. He
yeah,
deserves it.
he is very eccentric
Yeah,
from what I've seen.
definitely is eccentric. Words are still hard.
Yeah, no, I would imagine if you were by yourself for a long amount of time.
Yeah, like a few years now. I've
Mm.
worn this for a few years now. I look good though. I look like a replica.
Yeah, no, you do.
Well, okay. I'm so I do have a big crush on him. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Don't say a word.
You're talking to the gal who's chaotic good.
Ah,
I won't.
thanks.
But still, if he figures it out, There is no guarantee I won't say it if he guesses it right.
Well, thing is that he knows it's me. I've already told him that
Yeah, no, but like if he guesses your crush on him, then all bets are off. All bets are off, shorty. Or not so shorty. Damn it, I can't call you short anymore.
You
This is so
can.
unfair.
You can. I'm still shorter than you. Uh,
What did he hand you?
I don't drink.
Ah, I do.
I love coffee though. Coffee's good. Coffee. Actually, that day that we met, I had so much coffee that day.
Ah, yes.
I had 5 cups, and I love coffee.
Ah, yes, I would imagine.
Oh. If I was small enough, I would just walk up there and kick his butt.
Oh, yeah. Hello. You're part of the lore now, boy. And there he goes. That's how you scare him off. Just threaten him with being a part of lore.
Oh, sugar. He got away.
Yep.
Sad.
So I guess.
Well,
Mm.
now that you do know it's me, but yeah, just don't let anyone else know because
Make no promises if they figure it out.
if they figure it out, it's fine, but on their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, I'll try not to. But seriously, you're bad at keeping on the down low earlier with the whole. That's not what they're like. The
Yeah.
ah. Like, oh my god, like, sweetie, you, if you're supposed to be a ninja person, you're not supposed to be so obvious about being from the future.
I'm
Like,
sorry. It's so hard because I really feel so comfortable around y'all, and I let my guard down for a few minutes, and then he goes and does this shit. He's behind there.
yeah, yeah, no, I understand when, again, you're still young and, like,
Yeah.
you're in your hormonal stage of life.
Mhm. I guess I don't. I've actually never learned a lot of this stuff I should have known by now, so I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I wanted to joke about, haha, teenagers, lol. But nope, now I just made it awkward. Okay, like, do you have any questions? Because, like, I'm pretty sure I have a few, but, like, yes, dark, depressing future. I don't want to talk about my tragic Batman past.
With you, it's fine, though. You figured.
It's hard to be serious
I am
with
not
him.
going to talk around him. I'm not going to talk around
Okay,
him.
okay, that's fair. Where you want to go?
I don't know. I'm trying to think where did he go?
Actually, I do have a spot that he
Ooh,
doesn't know about. Uh, just TP to me when
okay.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Careful, spider.
Yep.
Alright, after you take care of the spider, TP to me.
Okay.
Alright, welcome to my slight abode.
Oh, this is so cute.
Yeah, so I had been exiled and I didn't want to bring. Because I used to live with Starlight and Sable.
Oh.
But I moved out because, you know,
Mhm.
the biggest villain in the world exile wants you dead because of your basically order.
Yeah,
I didn't want to put them in danger, so.
yeah, and I've heard sail bites, so
Yeah, she is a gremlin.
yeah, definitely. I've never even heard of a stable until I got here, so
Yeah, no, she's new. I don't know where she came from.
mm,
Apparently, Starlight knew her from another world,
okay,
as far as I could tell.
yeah.
Cause
S-
yeah, Starlight is Ayana's sister.
Wait,
If you,
what?
yeah, they're apparently Starlight is Ayana's older sister.
She has a sister? I didn't know this.
Yeah, I didn't know at the time either until she said so.
Huh?
But I guess that would be reasonable because apparently she hunted withers. And you know, Ayana's
Yeah,
whole, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh boy.
So I
So,
could see why Ayana didn't say anything about it.
mhm. So you said you had some questions for me, cause
Alright, let me see here. Okay, let me take off the armor so I don't probably look ridiculous in it.
actually, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take.
Alright.
I'm actually gonna lower my hood, cause I oof. I'm feeling a little lightheaded right now from all the extra running.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just used to running.
Yeah, no, you so am I, but it's just like the first time I've let my guard down around someone,
Yeah. We have
and
that effect on people. Like we just we're the whole found family thing
yeah.
of like we're all misfits trying to survive being dragged around by gods and
Hmm.
villains.
Give me a second. And sit. Yeah,
Ah.
I can't really see that well out of one eye. Piper got me a few times.
Mm.
Unfortunately, she still existed where she existed past tense.
Ah,
She's
so the witch is dead. Good.
yes, yeah. Everyone's happy about it, and I heard there was a book that came in about it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah,
I don't I don't know where to find it.
yeah.
It's sort of like how Twitter's a thing. Like
Yeah.
like there
I've
was
heard
a
of Twitter.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Like it was just phone showed up and then I got it and then there was Twitter. I just
Gotcha.
rolled with it cuz rule number 2. Don't question anything weird that happens around us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that all right. What
I would read it, but I don't wanna know what happens because I my memory is kind of
hmm,
foggy. I don't know what happened that day. I did just know she was dead. Alive one moment, she was dead the next,
hmm,
and kind of gruesome about it, but whatever.
I would
So
imagine someone like that would certainly go down the way they treated others.
yeah, so she definitely left an impact on me though. All the
Hmm,
time, I was I was like half her soul for a while when I was around y'all.
hmm. Yeah. We were trying to help you with that. Like, I'm not even sure we fully helped you.
Mm,
Because with the whole world falling apart. And then Angel
yeah,
pulls out 8 withers.
really.
8 wither storms.
Wither storms. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, no, she pulled. Yeah, it was probably good you had left.
How about that? I had to fight one before. I fought one before.
Yeah, we were lucky with draining the power source because I had to be. I was basically a carjack. I
Oh
took the
my
power
gosh.
and funneled it into 2 people. I took in 4 of those. Because, apparently that just solidified. You know how I used to glitch everywhere?
Yeah.
And like I didn't look that stable?
Hmm.
Like, look at me, I'm perfectly fine. I'm honestly that sort of stabilized me apparently. And I guess solidifying into being of order probably helped.
Hmm.
I really should ask that other Ionite what I am. Okay, never mind.
Other
Going
I
off topic.
other Ionite? What other Ionite?
Uh, oh yeah, so, sometime later down the line, we're going to summon the Ionite of this realm,
Oh,
and she is basically like me. She's an embodiment of balance, or
okay.
metaphysical. Apparently, she didn't have a physical form, which makes me look really weird. I have a form. I'm basically order. What am I? Like, this is me throwing my arms up in the air. Like, what am I? It's just stuff for another time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I heard you became, the female equivalent of Mionite, and I'm like, yeah, you go, girl.
Yeah,
Like, that's so cool.
I did, but apparently it became more than a god. The other two didn't, though. That was the weird part.
Yeah, that is.
It was,
I
mm,
yeah, I read about that, and I'm like, huh? What's she talking about? Because somehow I got a hold of Cal's journal, but they were kind of ripped up. Like the only entry was about you, and how you became a new Mionite. Just pretty so.
mm,
So.
just just about me being order, most
Hmm.
likely. I guess you misinterpreted that as being the god and not just, oh, yeah, no, dragon's quite literally order itself.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, when I was reading these, it was like really dimly lit and everything. Like I was on the run for a long, long time.
Mm,
I don't like being on a run, but like I said, as Replica said, you gotta do what you can to survive. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure this all out. Why am I here? But
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm sure there's a reason for most things. It's
Yeah.
just, honestly, the time travel does get old after a bit. Like,
Yeah.
even when you're forced to go back in time. Like, honestly, I'm just half tempted to go evil at this point. Like, I
Why?
guess not evil, but like, just, like, you know the feeling of wanting to get control. Like, you feel like you're more than capable of doing
Hmm.
it. But at the same time, honestly, I'm scared that if I do cross that line, there
Yeah.
wouldn't be any really going back to being me.
Hmm. Yeah. It's risky, like really, really risky. And I still see the blood on my hands from all the people I had to kill just to survive in that
Mm,
war. I don't like it. It's not good. I don't like killing, but doing what you gotta do to survive, I
mm.
guess.
You just live,
Yeah.
and that's how it is with most things.
Mhm. Yeah. Ugh. I'm
Honest.
I'm sorry. I'm so relaxed that that technologist guy isn't here. I'm so pissed off at him.
Yeah,
Like,
this is a pretty secure place.
yeah. Ugh. I mean, I have a bed at my treehouse, but I never slept in it yet. So I've been here for a few weeks now, and I haven't slept. Kind of
You
forgotten what
should.
it is.
Mm,
I wonder what else has changed. I mean, being this isn't really
Good. It's
good.
supposed to be hidden. Like, I love you, monster, but I want to have a secure chat. Don't worry, we'll come back when we're done.
Yeah, we will. If I put my hood back up because I trust Dragon. I don't trust you. You scary. Like not scary. I'm pissed off at you. If I could, you would be in pieces, but I'm not
I
going
know
to do it.
technically you're talking out of character, but at the same time,
Ah!
fine.
Ah!
It's okay. It's scuffed since the beginning. We're breaking fourth walls. And with Dragon, it's very much breaking the fourth wall. So she's used to it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna keep this.
fair.
There.
I've seen the Dianite of this world, and I'm like, what the heck is he?
He's an emperor, and everyone calls him Daddy. That is all you need to know.
There is no way I'm calling him that.
That is completely fair. I am not calling him that either. I just said it for the memes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like, oh god, his voice. Like, oh no. Like, even I went, oh no. When he started talking. Cough, cough, sparrows has a nice voice. Cough, cough.
Yes. Totally.
Moon,
Totally.
don't kill me later.
Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm just between tired and relaxed. You know.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's very mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Conversation of like, ah, my mental image of the small child I knew was now completely shattered.
Well, I'm still under here. I'm still here. I just.
Yeah, no, you're still here. It's just, I don't know. I think I've personally become numb to the all of this, and I don't want you to end up like that.
Mhm. That's fair.
And honestly, I probably should get more sessions from Starlight. Blah.
Mm.
Honestly, I feel like you probably should too. Because even if you're not here just to stay, you should get at least a bit of help while you can.
I guess I don't really trust anyone else, though. I mean, I put on a tough exterior, but I'm
You're still
still.
the scared little kid I met.
Yeah. I mean, I was holding my crossbow at Nathan's head.
Yes, everybody needs the sessions. All of the sessions. Everything is sessions.
Yes. I was holding my crossbow at Nathan's head when I was with Replica when I told him who I was, and I just narrowly missed. I don't want to kill the guy.
Yeah, he may be a bit of a prick, but like he doesn't deserve a crossbow between the eyes.
Yeah, and he makes Cal happy, so eh,
Mm.
I think she would come looking for who killed her boyfriend
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
because she can be scary when she wants to be.
Oh, you should have seen her when I whipped out newspaper at her.
Oh, tell me,
Oh,
tell me.
okay. It was around the time I first met her. Ah, sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay.
All right. so it started around when I first met Cal and certain someone who shall not be mentioned.
Hmm.
Because unfortunate things happened.
I don't know who you're talking about anyway, so it's okay.
Okay, fair. It's just for certain viewers who may or may not be watching.
Ah,
I don't know if technologists might be here.
I
Who
hope not.
knows?
I really hope not. Cause then that would mean you would have to move again.
Nah, it's
That's not
fine.
fair. That's not fair to you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So, okay, so back to the newspaper incident. It was around that time, and something had happened. I Oh yeah, it was Cal had almost killed herself trying to send energy to Ayana because it was during the time when she and Corrupted. Don't pretend I haven't seen those birds. Blah.
Oof.
Rip. Yeah, it's totally the order shenanigans in here.
Hmm.
Because this is my lair.
It's cozy though.
Yeah, I've been thinking of expanding it later. Just haven't had the time. I know, I'm just making a joke. Alright, so long story short, we were trying to protect Ayana from Piper
Hmm.
because Piper was trying to get Shadow to come out of control. And Corrupt, and you know Core?
Yeah.
You
Well,
remember him?
I remember corrupted.
Yeah, he went by Core before
Oh,
stuff happened. We don't know where Core went after we left the realm.
yeah.
He might be okay?
Mini runic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Meanie
Mm.
Runic.
Hold on.
Alright,
Let me see. Sorry. Go ahead.
that's alright. So it was after that, and Cal had almost drained herself trying to heal everybody
Uh-huh.
because most people got hurt, especially Corrupted. And I got very upset because I was still magically sensitive back then,
Uh-huh.
and I had started to care about Cal, except she was self sacrificing, and I did not deal with that well. So I left with Cal and the other person, and I both threatened to, and I, well, it was, Cal had gone back to her Ionite shrine, and so I talked with the other person for a bit, threatened to whack them with the newspaper, because, like, first it was them, and then, well, actually, no, wait, I'm getting things mixed up. I went to Cal, threatened, yelled at her a little bit because both she and the other person were self sacrificing way too often, yelled at the both of them about that, then threatened to hit smack both of them on the back of the head with a newspaper. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get this because this is an actual threat. Because I yelled at them so, like, with such conviction in my voice. It terrified the both of them. Cal especially. Because she did not expect squeaky voiced dragon to walk up and like bitch slap her with a newspaper.
Oh, I hope you did.
Oh no, I did. I smacked the both of them.
Yay!
So ever since then, if I ever mentioned a newspaper, if I ever mentioned my newspaper, which I thus named a trident after, because I need a heavier newspaper for Cal's shenanigans. Because I don't know if you remember how self-sacrificing Cal was back then.
Oh yeah.
Like she's gotten better, but still, I'm probably gonna need another newspaper now.
I think you will.
Yeah, it's just I've gotten soft, and I'm probably gonna have to get it later, sooner or later. It's just haven't had the time.
Yeah, I've heard her mumbling about that staff of hers, and
Ah, yeah.
yeah, she also talks in her sleep, apparently.
Ah,
So
fantastic.
yeah, she's weird. Like I'm glad I'm keeping an eye on her, but she's just weird.
You know what? Fair. She she has, but like honestly, we've all went through a lot
Yeah,
since you last saw us, and apparently we were agents of uh
Tiger.
yeah
Yeah, you said earlier.
yeah. I think I'm just most surprised of it because I was part of a covert ops group, and that was why Ayana and Angel vanished. Because they were part of the. Because Ayana was part of the covert ops groups, and Angel left because I think Angel was deeply involved somehow. I'm just surprised that Dire Moon or Sparrow weren't taken as well, because if we were part of that group.
Yeah, it's weird, but ugh. I mean, I've watched her come out in all black and just zoom off into the moon to do stuff.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Ah, that's fantastic.
or like when she secluded herself in her house, I've watched her run off later on.
Hmm, that's probably not good.
No.
Because if she's sleepwalking like that, that usually leads to something.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. It feels a relief to getting us off my chest, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably better than just talking with Replica. Because,
Like,
okay, I know you like the dude, but at the same time, it's Replica.
he's still a hero to me, though.
I understand. It's just I am not fond of the man. It may or may not be because he almost talked to me into absorbing 8 wither storms because I wasn't sure of my limit. He wasn't sure of my limit. The world was ending. It was actually Core that stopped me from doing that, and that's why I actually funneled a bit of
Oh,
2 wither storms into him, or power of 2 wither
so
storms.
corrupted got magic after all. He got power, which is
Yeah,
what
he
he
got
wanted.
power in the end.
Yeah, I remember having to keep running away from him after he kept on trying to get my power that one day. It was like
Yeah.
before I met you, I think. Yuto was there though.
Mm.
It was yeah. It was just weird. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I imagine there was a lot of a talk, but like if you want somebody to talk to about this, or if you have questions, I'm
Yeah.
usually well. Besides Lily, I'm usually the person who knows what's going on half the time. But Lily knows what's going on half the time.
Well, I'm kind of cold to everyone now. I'm just kind of cold, with everyone I'm around.
Mm.
Because I feel like I have to be. To hide who I am.
I understand, but after a while of hiding, bearing
Yeah.
new names, it takes a burden on you.
It really is. Yeah. Like I haven't called myself but what mom called me in a long time, and writing the letters just said it was so weird using the old name
Mm.
because I literally did just become part an enigma and not among the night sky, and I don't know.
So what do you want to be called now? Because I doubt you want to go by
I
that
don't
name.
know.
You don't know?
No. So. Oh,
Ah.
I'm putting my hood back on. I feel dizzy. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
There's totally not little. There's totally not cow lore happening.
oh, sorry.
You're
It's
fine.
okay. It's okay. You tell Cameo, everybody.
I am not actually here. It is a boo spooky. Boo
It's a voice
spooky
from
ghost.
Spooky
Right
Ghost.
from beyond.
I swear my base is not haunted. Person who doesn't have a name.
Are you winning?
Yeah, no, I've just been going by Shadowy Lady for a long while now.
Yeah.
Kind of why I. You had it right, though.
Yeah.
So.
Like I'm surprised no one else has drawn the dots. Like it's fairly obvious if they just looked.
Yeah.
If they had eyes,
Maybe they're blind.
maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna I'm gonna head back to the bar.
All right. But like
Whoa.
still, if you need
Yeah.
anything, I'm around. Sometimes.
Yeah. I think I'll come to you before I don't know. Ugh. I didn't feel There's a reason why I wrote letters to y'all, to you four in particular.
Yeah.
I just feel like home.
Mm.
So, and you were with me when I was going through when I was between light and dark phase.
Yeah, and I was there.
So, and now the darkness is kind of taken over. Not taken over, but it's it's so hard to
It's a
explain.
part. It's like a part of you.
Yeah.
Like it's something in the back of your mind that is just there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you don't know how to deal with it. Trust
Mm-hmm.
me, I've lived with something like that.
Yeah. I think I might go rent a room at the inn tonight. Oof.
Mm.
Or something. Cause I don't know. Just seeing you again and finally reading those books. Those letters, I mean. It was scary times.
Mm. Honestly, I don't doubt anything's gonna get better from now on with
Yeah.
us. But it'll certainly be interesting if you do stick around eventually. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. Just
Fair.
just trust that we'll try our best
Well,
when
I
it
know
happens.
I know what happens. I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
I
just
can't say it honestly.
future baloney.
Reasons.
Future is always uncertain. Change in the
Just random
future.
voice in the distance.
I wish we could.
I swear, I swear this is not haunted. This is just this. Remember rule number 2. Don't question what happens.
Never question what happens.
It's comfy though.
Now for the mysterious voice who may be here. Rule 1. Like rule 1, don't do time travel. Rule 2, don't question what happens around us. Because your
Rule
brain will
number
hurt.
45. Just deal with it.
no, yeah. No, that's roll EC. Just deal with it.
I haven't laughed like this in years.
Laughter is good for the soul.
I haven't laughed
You
in so long.
should laugh every now and then.
Ah, yes, spooky voice of good advice.
I think I need to go probably take a nap at the inn. It's
Yeah,
not.
no,
It's not too far, at least.
yeah, technically it's not far. Just
Yeah.
there's a special button called cough cough teleport cough cough. Like just press this random corner and you'll get there.
Yeah.
Look, man, I don't know how this shit works. It just happens.
Rule number 2, don't question the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Especially the teleport powers. Don't question the teleport powers. Reality will fracture. Again.
But then again, you know a lot about reality fracturing.
Oh, yeah, no, I know a lot about that. You don't know anything about me, Mr. Voice.
I guess Mr. Andrew or Lily isn't around.
I'm sure Lily's like in the barrel area.
Probably. I think I'll just sleep. I'll just sleep in a bed instead. Too tired to care.
All right.
Better to sleep in a bed than on hardwood.
The seriousness of this roleplay has been thrown out the window ever since Monster.